Respectfully, how can I throw it back if I feel like I'm about to be on the National Missing Persons list? Every time I think I get to take a break from this class, these godless rats think that they have more hear me outs for me to hear. So woohoo, I guess class is back in session. We're not here to kink shame, but to kink listen, I suppose. You know the drill, hear me outs, and I am here to grade them. Somewhat gratefully, not entirely though. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Blake. A lot of y'all think my name is Jake. It's not. I have done this twice before, but like death and taxes, is eternal, so there will always be things to grade. I asked you for more suggestions on YouTube and Discord. Join if you want to, and boy, did you deliver. Also, I have merch. Here's my merch. Here's where you buy it. Buy my merch. So without further ado, let us begin.
Mode on, my body and glitter. Glen dessert, honey bell, mommy.
Oh, it got in my nose. So I'm in Brooklyn, and from my experience so far, it seems the closest ghost energy from me is 1.5 miles away, so guess how far Daddy walked for a ghost today. And if that is not an ad for Ghost, I don't know what is. Ghost, sponsor me! If you don't do it soon, I swear to God, I will make my own and compete with you out of spite. Don't think I won't. My very first video I ever made was out of spite, and look where we are now. I am a YouTuber that pays his taxes. I am a medical marvel. This is well within the realm of my possibilities. Anyway, love your product and would love to work with you. Now, class, before we begin, I do have a prologue, an overture, a mise-en-scène, and it does require a green screen. Hold please. In my previous videos, I have been told that I am not doing real hear me outs. These critiques, we'll call them, class, are from people that we would define as basement dwellers. These aforementioned basement dwellers have to understand that in my videos, we use a rare internet resource, and that resource is called context. When I am talking about hear me outs, the way I discuss them is in relation to if you were telling it to your mother, your grandma, your teacher, a trusted loved one who is not on the internet very often. These people would be weirded out if you told them anything mentioned in my suggestions. Is anything I mention in these videos going to freak out Big Boy Butt Hunter 24 on Twitter? No, but that, my friends, is not the goal. We are here for tasteful hear me outs that don't get money taken away from my ad revenue. Say it with me, class, the golden rule of this course. The ad revenue always comes first. Now again, we are doing the American A through F grading system because I would like this video to be a time capsule for when the American education system inevitably collapses in 3 to 6 months. But we do have a special extra credit tier this time, drumroll please, but with grander noises. Our new grade is Human Trek. These are the ones I would take to dinner, no questions asked. If you've watched even 4 of my videos, 3 of them have probably mentioned Human Trek. He is the blueprint, he is the goal, he is the one I would lay in traffic for and gleefully kick my feet while doing so. And once again, I'd like to thank the lovely, lovely Louise for going through your suggestions and compiling a list for me to look at. And believe me, it is more of an undertaking than you would believe. Y'all are some freaks, and he has had to see some vile, vile things. So without further ado, let's get onto that list. All right, starting with the first one. The first one I have to fight for my life. I know y'all did not start me out with having to fight furry allegations. Starting me out mad, insane choice. Asterius the Minotaur from Hades. Since I started long-form YouTube, every day I have had to fight for my place in heaven. And today you just made it that much harder, so thank you, I guess. Although I have to say, if the alternative is an eternity with Asterius, Lord forgive me, I wouldn't be that mad. Like, axes are my favorite weapon in RPGs too. Like, this is not fair. This man was made for me. Minus the bull thing. Although I am a Taurus, does that count? Does that count? Are we compatible? Are we compatible? Like Asterius, I already said yes. You don't have to keep proposing. I've said yes. Also, and a vile way to start this out, I'm very aware, that skirt is pretty long. And I feel like that skirt has to be long for a very particular reason. But I will say with that comes a little bit of fear. To quote the comedic perfection that is Chris Fleming, you don't want to piss a Minotaur off, but you certainly don't want to turn it on. So I would have put you in Human Trek. But out of fear, I'm gonna put you in A. I think that's a good compromise. Are we fine with that? Okay, cool. All right, our next choice, Lanky Kong. I'm gonna hate this video, I can already tell. All right, I said I would kink listen. It's on me, it's your fault, Blake, it's your fault. Okay, so taking this seriously. Lanky Kong is what happens when you tell a twink they can keep dressing like that at 35. Like, you can't only rely on being tiny and young anymore, I'm sorry. Like, you have to actually pick a good ensemble. This is a personal attack on twinks out there. Dress better. But I got this at Urban Outfitters. Yeah, in the child section, the Hello Kitty crop top is not doing what you think it's doing, I'm sorry. But he is holding on to that twink status for dear life. It is the one thing he has going for him. The day he goes to a gay bar and does not have a drink covered by a guy who thinks he's hot is the day he leaves that gay bar and lays directly into the street in front of it. Like, look at him. He's even still sporting an access hole in the back of his pants. I can already hear it now. Blake, that's his back pocket. Oh, I'm sorry. I must be shopping at the wrong stores. Where can I find the pants that have an anus pocket option? Although I will say that is kind of fashion. Like, I can't judge too hard. So unfortunately, this is a channel where I do not feed into other people's delusions, only my own. So I'm gonna put it in D. Honestly, I think that's where you'd like to be anyway, so everybody wins. All right, next, the Royal Guards from Undertale. Oh, a note from Luis. There's more furry fan art of these two than there were books in the Library of Alexandria. I wonder what the fan art looks like. Oh. Attention class, I am about to be super vulnerable and relatable right now. When you are a man and you have a chest like this, break my heart, hurt my feelings, key my car, I don't care, do anything, just involve me, okay? Involve me. I do not care what you do to me, but here is a $25 gift certificate to Domino's Pizza. There you go, okay? Yep, okay. Meet me in the park in 45 minutes. I will have a candlelit dinner in said park. Do not worry about the fire hazard. I have already paid out the fire department. They're gonna let it slide. I'll ignore the tail. Just let me do this for 15 to 20 minutes, okay? Okay, so a strong start. Our third entry is getting human Shrek tier. All right, next is Queen Quinn from Final Fantasy IX. Ooh, FF9 has some freaky ass devs. I mean, it was certainly not requested by a non-lesbian, I'll put it like that. And you may think, Blake, that is pretty low-hanging fruit to say that because she has a long tongue. And to that I say, I'm not basing this on that low-hanging fruit. I'm basing it on another low-hanging fruit. She has no nails. She has no nails. She cooks. She wears lots of layers. That is a Brooklyn lesbian's fantasy come true if I've ever seen it. They're going to sit on a stoop. They're going to discuss sustainable clothing brands, and they are going to go inside, watch Portrait of a Lady on Fire, and then sign a lease for a new apartment within 3 to 4 weeks. And I gotta say, like Drag Race, I am nothing without my lesbians. So I will put this into B tier. While it is not for me, I think it is fantastic for you. All right, who do we have next? Our resident shoe-obsessed homosexual, Kix from Animal Crossing. Oh, hey girl, how are you? All right, so Kix, allow me to show you a recreation of the Animal Crossing corporate meeting that led to the creation of Kix. Okay, Animal Crossing team. Now, before we put our game into production, we do have a slot for one more original character. Does anyone have any suggestions? How about you, Daniel, our intern who did a regional production of Newsies once and now talks about it at every party? I have an idea! To be a gay man is to at least have flirted once or twice on Tinder with a short musical theater gay. And to me, that experience is a lot like drinking alcohol, in the sense that it's really fun until 11 p.m. and then it just goes really downhill. Like, yes, I did have a remarkable time on our first date. You did, however, do choreo from a chorus line 3 times while walking between bars. This is a true story, by the way. This actually happened to me. I was traumatized. So, Kix, while I love the energy, I love the spirit, I'm going to put you in C tier. I just can't listen to anything else from Mamma Mia. I'm tired. I love ABBA, but I'm tired. All right, next we have Gorome, Majima's drag persona from Yakuza. Diva alert! Listen, she's clocky, and she doesn't care. And that's so She said these shoulders are broad, the goatee is staying on, and not in spite of that, but because of that, I'm about to rock your world. There is something to be said about unabashed confidence and a tasteful kitten heel that just gets me on your side. I'm sorry. Like in Drag Race, am I usually rooting for the girl who is giving me the full fantasy, the full realness, the full whatever? Yes, absolutely. But do you know who the most memorable queens are? The ones in seasons 1 through 5, where most of them kind of looked like this. And that's not a judgment call. That's an icon. That is an icon. She looks incredible. I'm sorry. Call it a matter of personal taste. But this is fun. This girl is a good time. I'm gonna enjoy my night with her. I'm gonna feel safe with her too, because she's gonna be also my bodyguard. Those shoulders are way broader than mine. Those arms are way bigger than mine. I'm gonna have a great time. No one can mess with me. I've got Gorumi on my side. She's about to kick some ass. So I will not be coming for this doll, and in fact, we'll be celebrating her. Here you go, diva. All right, next we have Elephant Daisy from Super Mario Wonder. Oh no. I'm glad Luis used this image. He knows too. The most frankly incredible thing to happen on Twitter in maybe years. So on Twitter, a person posted their innocent drawing of Daisy. And then a YouTuber by the name of Zach Scott said, and I quote, "I loved the original, but she wasn't an elephant, so I commissioned the same artist to turn her into an elephant." And I'm with you. I am not kink shaming. I am kink holding this man's hand and saying, hey girl, what's this about? But that's not where this ended. It then led to many an artist on Twitter posting images of Daisy doing things that you would usually find an elephant doing, like walking through an African savanna or sitting in an elephant captivity area in a zoo. And yes, viewer, you're right there with me. It was so they could get more commissions. I love a girl boss. So honestly, Elephant Daisy, you got a lot of artists some commission money, and you got a man to be vulnerable on Twitter, which frankly, is kind of a victory that we need in 2025. So B tier you go, girl. All right, our next entry is the princess from Slay the Princess. I have seen this requested a lot, so I'm glad that Louis put this in here. Oh, we have a comment. Okay. The princess from Slay the Princess, but specifically when she's a gigantic flesh monster that renders you into atoms and then puts you back together. I hate it here. Oh no, Luis, they're gonna kill you. I don't know which one that was, so I Googled exactly that and used the first result, heart. Hope that helps. But you know what? I do love mildly pissing off people for engagement, so we're gonna go with this picture. But honestly, body, T. Dress, iconic. Eyes, concerning. My girl kissers out there, gender doesn't matter, confirm this for me. Is it not more enjoyable to like a girl when you're a little scared of her? Like, sure, she's pretty. Could she dox me? Could she get me fired? Could she throw a car at me if I try to break up with her? These are the questions we have to ask. So honestly, my fear-inducing mama, you get your A tier. You get your A tier. Love you, girl. Next is ENA from Dream Barbecue. Okay, I have some words. Why do y'all dogpile me in every one of these videos saying things like, that's not a hear me out, that's weak. My hear me out is monetary inflation. And then you have the gall to suggest a girl. This is just a girl. I got a sneak preview of this one in particular because Luis was like, it's kind of boring, but it was like one of the most highly requested ones. And I told him to keep it in so I can say specifically this, shame on you. This is just a girl. This is Picasso's waifu. And I can already hear you typing it out. No, you have to play the game. You have to know the context. No, I do not. No, I do not. If I showed this to a stranger on the street and said that I found this attractive, they would be like, aren't you gay? But after explaining, they would be like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. That's just a woman. So I did keep this in this video just to tell you right here, baby, right here, you can never tell me anything ever again. Now, all that being said, she is still pretty, so I will put her in B tier. I do still love you guys. Okay, next is Celesteela from Pokemon. Okay, we're cooking with gas now. Katy Perry's version, Luis Jesus. Oh, she's literally cooking with gas. Okay, take off, girl. This is a f***ass bob in its final form, and I adore that. I know this girly runs a Hot Topic. Like, her entire Bloodline's honor rests on the success of that Hot Topic. This is also purely going on vibes, but I feel like she is the kind of person that has a favorite professional skateboarder. And that speaks volumes in 2025. Like, I have never met that kind of person. Sure, we used to have a favorite skateboarder growing up, but it was Tony Hawk. We didn't know anybody else. Like, this girl watches competitive skateboarding as an adult who pays taxes. Kind of an icon. So I feel like I'm kind of going easy on y'all right now, but honestly, I'm gonna put another A. I mean, you put a Pokemon in, I'm gonna be a little biased anyway, let's be real. All right, next up we have the, oh my God. Monstro Spawn, the turrets that Namor makes in Marvel Rivals. Oh yes, a message from Luis. Yes, the Namor turret summons, for real. I'm glad we're thinking the same thing. Oh, not the turret rear view, not the Terrassi. I respect that this is a genuine, by online standards, true hear me out. And I respect nothing else about it. Like, I don't even know what this qualifies as. Like, it wouldn't be a furry because there's no fur, but it also wouldn't be a scaly because there's no scales, right? Like, squiddy? Octopus, nope, monetization. We want to keep our monetization. To his favor, I will say there is a softness in the eyes that makes me think he has a past, but there is a rigidness to the skin that makes me think I'm not getting out of this without a trip to the hospital if we do the do. And also, I do play Marvel Rivals, twitch.tv/JakeBlennings. And lately, I do tend to play tank because nobody else wants to fucking play tank, Jesus Christ. And these little freaks hurt my feelings. So while a fantastic choice for being a little bit freaky, I'm going to put you in F just because you've ruined my life far too many times. Sorry, bye. Okay, next up we have the bucket from the Stanley Parable. Oh, they have merch. Just like me, if you click the shop tab on my YouTube page, you can, oh, required viewing. Okay, work.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Listen, I do love an ironic love that turns into the real thing. But I'm gonna be honest, I do feel like this is what it's like to have a parasocial relationship with a YouTuber. Like, when I see people get genuinely upset at YouTubers that aren't really doing anything wrong, it's just that they like disagree with how they do it. It's really just like watching me argue with this can. It's like,
how dare you be red? How dare you also be yellow? I hate those colors. How dare you do this to me in particular? Specifically, how dare you?
Also, Ghost, I don't mind those colors at all if you want to sponsor me. But you know what? You do you. Who am I to judge you for that? Actually, that's the premise of this video, so I will. But in defense of said bucket, I do love a rectangular man.
I am rectangular. I feel no hope.
Body built strong, although the sticker does imply that he already has a man. But when it comes to parasocial thirst, what is a partner but a hurdle to jump over? Like, I don't care. This is never happening anyway. I might as well pretend that you're single and you love me. So honestly, love is love. So I'm gonna put this in a tasteful B tier. All right, next we have Arsene from Persona 5. Ew, quality. Okay, here we go. All right, my British viewers, it's time to confess. This is what you look like when we feed you after midnight, right? In my mind, they turn into exactly this and say, oh, thanks for the sandwich, bruv. I'm now 6.5 feet tall and I have wings. I do in it. Sorry, is that cancelable? Is that problematic? I feel like Great Britain is the one thing that Americans can punch up on. Like, y'all did bad stuff too, okay? Now that being said, that is a thigh high. I adore it. And as stated, he is tall. So honestly, not a lot to say here. This is a hot entity. So, human Shrek tier, congratulations. All right, next up is Rivali from Breath of the Wild. Okay, so in my last video, I did say that I thought that Rivali was the type that is really angry and bitter because he hasn't come out yet. And some people were a little pressed about that, so I do have to give an apology here and now about said take. Attention, Rivali Semps. I am so very sorry that I was right. Sometimes I can't help that I am smarter than you and have a fatter ass. It's simply how I was born. Just because Rivali is in the closet does not mean he cannot one day come out, but two things that will never come out are evidence of me being wrong or these cheeks being anything but spectacular. Light and love always, Blake double-cheeked up Jennings. So when he comes out, A. Until then, C. Okay, next up is Pepsi Man from Pepsi Man. Okay, titular character, work. Okay, I have to say, I was born in the 90s, and yet I still do not know who this man is. But the first thought that comes to mind is that Pepsi is just this man's pee. And that is only further confirmed by this poster in particular and the passion in which he wants you to drink it. But as previously stated, those are well-defined chest muscles. And I'm gonna be honest, if it's Pepsi coming out, Mother may I, I'll take it. I'll take it. Not a lot to say here. Until Pepsi Zero Man comes into play, Pepsi Man, you're getting human Shrek tier. All right, next up is, oh no, triggered. Okay, so Capra Demon from Dark Souls. I have mentioned this previously in my Halloween video, but I have had my ass handed to me by this entity more times than I can count. I called him Satan's pool boy, and I stand by that. He fights you in what can only be described as the hallway of a Manhattan apartment. There's no space, there's no room. Good luck, bitch. But that is game discussion. In terms of lust discussion, that's an entirely different conversation, baby. Love a long torso on a man, and he is giving that. Also strong enough to carry 2 machetes that are probably the weight of a Honda Civic. And fashion, his belt is giving metal band font. But we do have a deduction. The toenails. The toenails are rotted, girl. Rotted. It's not for me. It's not for me. You little freaks out there, have fun. Have fun. Not for me. Not for me. So after a tasteful spa day, Capra Demon, yeah, you'll get in human Shrek tier. But for now, I'm gonna put you in B because that's just rancid, girl. All right, next is Ben Bigger from Zenless Zone Zero. No, from Luis. Good luck denying the furry allegations with this one. You know what? Not even worth the fight. Not even worth the fight.
I am a slut. But I am the best slut in town.
Ben Bigger, I would dare say it's never been bigger because, Ben. Ooh, can I call you Ben? I'm gonna call you Ben. Mr. Bigger if you're nasty. Like I've stated previously, I love a rectangle.
I am rectangular.
And whoo, baby, this is getting an A+ in geometry because that is a rectangle. Like, I don't even know what that weapon is, but God, I wish that were me. I guess this is just the video where I give up the fight. But honestly, I feel like there's freedom in giving up, you know? Like, yes, I am now in love with Ben Bigger. Is that cringe? Maybe. I may be cringe, but I am free. And that's more important. Ben, human Shrek tier, thank you for freeing me. I will see you at the altar. All right, next is, a celebrity, Captain Olimar from Pikmin? You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like everybody at one point in their life needs to date a short, anxious man. It acts as a litmus test. Like, you could marry this man, and you would live a totally happy life. He's nervous, he's anxious. That means he's aware of his surroundings. And frankly, in a man, that's so attractive because, oh my God, so many of them lack it. Oh my God, just look around you one time, men. Like, oh, you stopped to tie your shoelace in the middle of the sidewalk and didn't move to the side, so now people have to go around you while you're tying your shoe? Never been done before by a man. Absolutely unprecedented territory. But Olimar would never do that. He would never do that. He's terrified of that, actually. But that being said, you definitely could date better than Olimar. So anything better than him, great. Anything even slightly worse than him, run, girl. Run, girl. Olimar is the bare minimum of what you need to date in life. So Olimar, thank you for giving us a way to quantify what we deserve. I'm going to give you C tier, so that way we know anything better is great, anything worse, not great. All right, next. Ooh, Navi from Zelda. Okay, now speaking of men that suck, you know that thing that some straight men do where they, hate their wives? Like, it's like a whole bit. Like, oh, the ball and chain. Oh, she holds me back. Oh, I hate my wife. Like, leave. Leave then. Oh my God. And Navi is what I believe those awful straight men see their wife as. Just a nuisance. A little annoying entity that won't get out of your ear and will not leave you alone. And if that's how you see them, why are you with them? Oh, because I don't believe in divorce. Well, I don't believe in wasting women's time. Get out. And mind you, she probably asked him to wash the dishes one time. And he did it. But he reminded her about it for the next 3 years. And newsflash, they had meals during those 3 years. Like, oh, I can't stand to come home to her every night. Go join the army then. Get in a war. Whatever, just go away. So Navi, they could never make me hate you. A tier. All right, next is Carrot, government name, from Pajama Sam. Oh, okay, has some quotes. Cauliflower power, eat your vegetables. Property is theft, man. I love how these are just like little carrot puns, and then it's like, hey, super far left policies. Materialism really steams me. I'm with you on most of these, girl, but you and I are not the same in this category. I'm sorry. The best things in life are things. Kind of like my merch. Oh my God. You know what? He had me for a while there. He's got great views on things. The goatee's tasteful. He honestly, aerodynamically makes sense for when the time comes. I will not elaborate, but he lost me on the things. I will not be proposed to with a ring pop. I simply won't. I need a beautiful ring, 3 carats minimum. Ha ha ha, carrot pun. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, I want things. So unfortunately, carrot, if you don't mind me being on a first name basis, D tier, sorry. All right, next is another Hades from Kid Icarus Uprising. Again, the toes. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not like a huge foot person. I'm just not. But I do certainly care when they're bad. It's like planes. I'm not a plane enthusiast, but if I walk onto a plane for my trip and it looks like this, my butthole is going to be clenched the entire trip because I'm not gonna have a good time. Just like how if I see these feet, I'm also gonna be clenched because you're not getting this. Jesus Christ, that was prison. Prison, Blake, prison. So Hades, sorry girl, until you get those toenail clippers, F. Ugh, F. All right, next is Lala Barina. Women. This is a situation that's like staring at the sun. I could not personally date her because she's far too for me. Far too for me. I am secure enough to say that I am not secure enough to date Lala Barina. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She is the moment. She is that girl. If this was the spider that bit Spider-Man, Marvel would be an entirely different, much tier brand. We would be seeing Marvel movies playing in the background of every gay bar. And that's not necessarily to say that would be a good thing, but it is a testament to how powerful this diva is. So, Miss Monster Hunter instant icon that you are getting A tier. All right, next we have Pollination Technician number 9, Smith from The Sims. I hate that that's his name. I hate it so much. Although I will say, this is giving Handsome Squidward. And Handsome Squidward would frankly be a hear me out for me. I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Oh, but the family of 4 with a woman. Luis, I don't know if you let this out on purpose or if you aren't aware, but I think I know why this is actually hear me out. In The Sims 2, if a man is abducted, he can get impregnated by this exact person. And frankly, I would be a fraud not to bring that up because it almost for sure, definitely 100% is the actual underlying reason that this got selected. I am so sorry, viewer that suggested this. Your thinly veiled fetish has in fact been lifted. Now, would he be a great partner and father to my children? Yeah, probably. I mean, he's clearly smart enough to make the technology to get me you know what? I should not be saying this stuff out loud because that is going to encourage a lot of fan art about me that I do not necessarily want put out in this world. So I'm just gonna say he's great. So B2 Ghostsmith, have a lovely day. I'm gonna just move on really fast now. Okay, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. All right, next we have, oh God, Sovereign Spa from Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, a Discord comment, okay. Sovereign Spa, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm ready to get all the fungal STDs that are and aren't discovered by science. I hate it here. Okay, Blake, kink listening, kink possibly therapizing. We can do this. Okay, if I was going to give this a fighting chance against my better nature, biblically accurate coochie, let's call it what it is. Neon, iconic, question mark, broad shoulders. Why am I fighting this hard to give this a chance? I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's wild, girl. It literally doesn't physically work in my head. Like, what are you kissing? What are you hugging? What are you holding? What are you marrying? Like, you're fine with whatever you catch from this? Like, you're not fixing that shit, girl. There's not an antibiotic that can fight this. His cells probably come with swords. You can't do anything against that. Anyway, I've said my case. D tier. I'm so sorry. Okay, next. Guzma from Pokemon. Again, this is just a man. But I will say, those dark circles tell me that he is going to be so blunt with me in every conversation we have. And unfortunately, that is my weakness. I've said it too many times, but I cannot date an encouraging yes man. I have learned that through trial and tribulation. I am the kind of person that has to be knocked down a peg or two constantly, or I become insufferable. Like, you think I'm a lot now? This is me held back. Me with blind confidence is a demon, a monster. Think every horrible podcast you've ever seen where a man says the most blatantly wrong thing you've ever heard in your life with the most self-assured satisfaction that he said something groundbreaking.
Come across like a woke, but like, dude, women have it hard.
That is me if you do not tell me at least once a week that I am stupid. And thank God I'm a YouTuber because that happens every day now. So I think for my own personal growth, I'm gonna put you in human track. I'm gonna put you in human track. Now there's a video. All right, next we have Leshy from Cult of the Lamb, the work diva. Oh, the second gift, not the Leshussy. Boys, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Girls actually turn into this when they do not buy their daily $5 little treat. So stop telling them not to do it. They're doing it for you. Stop telling them, do you really need to buy coffee every single day? Yes. Yes, or they turn into this, and they'll eat you. End of discussion. I am a feminist. I support women's rights, and I especially support a woman's right to buy a little treat because they've had a long day. Ladies, show your man this video. Shut him up for good. Leshy, my feminist icon. B, love you, girl. All right, next we have the slime girls from Omori. Oh, a note from Luis. It's the Powerpuff Girls. Oh God. Oh, he kind of has a point though. We got Blossom and Bubbles and Lesbian. I'm just kidding. Everyone's a lesbian in this photo. The color scheme, the hairstyles, the fact that they all look a little mean. Surprise, lesbians love them. I do also respect that they are all absolutely rocking a strapless top. But don't let that fool you. Fret not. These tops know how to use a strap. Lesbians, please don't be mad. Do not take this from me. I thought it was a really fun joke. So slime girls, you better work. A tier. Live, laugh, lesbian. All right, next we have the... a dragon. Every time. One time. My kingdom for a single Hear Me Out video without a f***ing dragon. While I have lightened up on my stance about dragons in these Hear Me Out videos, I still stand by the fact that half of you are faking it. I will relinquish that half of you probably mean it. At least in theory mean it. But I say it again, in practice, only 10% of you weaklings will actually deliver on it. Just because Donkey did it in Shrek does not mean you have the capacity to pull it off like he did. You do not have Donkey's drip. You do not have Donkey's audacity. You do not have Donkey's zest. None of us do. I certainly don't. So once again, the argument comes down to, I don't question if you would, I question if you could. So I'm sorry, I'm giving it C tier. Chicken jockey mob outside my door, be damned, I will not give in to fear. All right, next we have another Goomba, great. Oh, a tasteful gam, okay, not opposed. Hello, Mother, may I? Is this an upgrade from the 1993 movie version? Discuss. You know what? Fair point. Now that you put it that way, fair point. Honestly, crucify me if you must. It is hotter. Stop typing. In my defense, everything is hotter than this thing. The fear that this instills, the uneasiness that I feel when looking at this thing, cannot be understated. So Goomba, purely out of relativity, I'm gonna give you a B. All right, next we've got Fecto Elphilis from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I feel like if you said this name 5 times fast, you would accidentally say a slur somewhere in there. I'm gonna say it, this is joining the mother troop of it's far too for me. I can't handle it. It's too sweet. It's like eating Panera mac and cheese. I can only take so many bites before I'm gonna shit my pants, mama. And that is not a fault of Panera mac and cheese. That is a fault of me. It is not Fecto's fault that she is that girl. It is my fault for not being that guy for her. So while that does prevent you from getting into human Shrek tier purely because of my shortcomings, that does not stop you from getting into A tier for being an absolute icon. Congratulations, girl. All right, next we have Dr. Crankcase from Skylanders. Ooh, nostalgia bait, love that. Honestly, a man in STEM, and might I say, thank God finally, we sure don't have enough of them. But I do like the fact that this is giving, I may be handicapped, but I'm gonna serve. He said, no legs, no problem, diva. Also, wooden legs, sustainable queen. The gloves. I do question the gloves simply because they go up just far enough where I feel like they might be used for alternative purposes. I will not explain more because I enjoy getting ad revenue from these videos. So take it as you will. But all that being said, a gentle icon, C tier. Okay, next we have, the dancer from Kingdom Hearts 2. Ooh, hear me out, dumb little cis boy. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This is what I imagine it feels like your first week after coming out as non-binary. Like someone's randomly just gonna be like, hey, what's your pronouns? And you're just gonna be like, so sorry, I can't deny a legendary icon, her flowers. A tier. All right, next is Roquefort from Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, nice, okay, I see. Oh. Nice, okay, I see. You know what? This is probably not the rant you were expecting from this, but I'm going to give it anyway. Even in beast mode, this man still makes the effort to wear a tie. And a lot of you recent college graduates could really learn from that. There are some who have everything lined up for them, and they're still like, why didn't I get that job? It's because you wore a hoodie to your final round interview, Dennis. Did you really think that you would be interviewing with the lead of software development who thinks that wearing deodorant is inefficient? No, you're going to be interviewing with Pamela from HR, whose entire personality is the fragrance section of Ulta. She's going to care about presentation, and so should you. I hate to go very demure, very mindful on you, but when I make a video, I doll up. Facial hair filled in, skin is powdered so it's not shiny. These glasses are fake. Call it boomer behavior, call it old fashioned, but class, if I'm going to teach you one single thing from these videos, it's that in life, presentation matters. So why not put on a show? So honestly, personally, because I know I could learn a thing or two from a marriage with this man, I'm gonna put him in human Shrek. All right, next is Bob from Slime Rancher. Okay. Special delivery. Oh, you're gonna hate what I say about this. Isaac Newton is a famous physicist known for his 3 laws of motion. But one law that he forgot to put into writing is that if a man can't spell, he's gonna change your life in bed. Like, I'm sorry, if he puts E before I in the word believe, Sign me up. I'm sorry, sign me up. This man has no thoughts. He purely runs on instinct. And human biology tells us that our greatest instinct is to make as many babies as possible. And even if this man is gay and is going to be with another man, that is not going to stop him from trying to make more babies. So Bob, mother may I, A. All right, next we have Mind Flayer from Ultra Kill. Oh, she's giving us the pussy outlook. She said, boots on, tatas out, coochie for the world to see, but you can't see my face. I'm very shy. And you know what? If I rocked a body like that, I'd probably be more insecure about my face than anything too. Go ahead, give it a lookie. So Miss Body Icon, you are getting an A tier. I feel like I've been so kind with this tier list, but you know what? That's fine. Love wins. All right, next we have Finn from Finn and Friends Mystery. The goldfish? Wait, who trademarked Finn's name? Honestly, Finn from Glee found incarcerated for copyright theft. Here's the thing. I don't get this in a romance aspect. I do get this in a hungy aspect. I dare say there's not many a thing that a goldfish cracker cannot fix. Heartbreak? Goldfish cracker. Stressed? Goldfish cracker. Broke? Steal a goldfish cracker. So while you are extremely nummy, I'm gonna have to give you D tier because while I would eat you, I certainly would not eat you out. All right, next we have Fawful from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Okay. Honestly, you better work, Flying Butt Plug. That's Diva. Oh, he has dialogue. Okay, work. Your lives that I spit Twitter are now but a caricature of a cartoon drawn by a kid who is stupid. Honestly, me to my viewers when they get too mouthy. I appreciate the sass. I think that's about the end of the list of what I like about him. Beautiful gowns, very beautiful gowns. Like, this is your average podcast enjoyer, and not the good kind, not the good kind. And by the bad kind, I do mean the ones that are run entirely by men.
Dude, women have it hard.
Stop giving men mics, 2025, including me. I don't have good takes, clearly. I also feel like this man frequents the incel boards on Reddit. Like, he literally turns down drinks with a girl so he can go to Reddit and complain about why women won't ask him to go get drinks. So, sorry, bro, I guess, not diva. F. All right, next. Oh my God. Hermias Mora from Skyrim. You know what? I could claim lies, I could claim fallacies, I could claim propaganda, but I won't. I'll be a good person, okay? I'm gonna take this seriously. But now that I'm taking it seriously, y'all are gonna hate me for this. To me, this looks like the black mold in J.K. Rowling's house that is telling her to go be a transphobic monster. It's very much giving, aw shucks, I wish I had something to do now that the Harry Potter books are done. Grift. Black mold, is that you?
Yes, it's me. You should tell lies about trans people and also science.
But isn't that evil?
Exactly. Go be evil. It's profitable.
You're right. Thanks, black mold. And besides the fact that, to me, it just seems like common sense to support trans people, but maybe I'm just built different. I don't know. I also would be nothing without my trans audience. I love my little trans babies. Mwah. So gutted rotted black mold that makes people turn into transphobes, I'm going to put you in F tier, and anybody that would like to support trans people in the UK, I have left a link in my description. All right, next we have Salvatore Moreau from Resident Evil 8. Have we no class? Have we no class? Another Discord comment, okay. I'm so serious when I say this, but hear me out on Moreau from Resident Evil 8. Oh, sorry, all caps. He's a sweet boy, he just needs love, and it's not his fault he looks like that. Marking as spoiler, because he's a bit gory. He really said, my boyfriend is beautiful. Look at him, ignored the bag on his head for the sake of public safety. He's gorgeous. Now that being said, this is what I look like in tag photos after a night out. Skin in horrible condition, eyes that have seen God, stain on face that is questionable at best, and redacted at worst. Oh, this other image. Now this is what I feel like the next day from those said nights. Life lesson for everybody here. When you turn 30, stop drinking, at least excessively. Do not do it. Do not do it. It will never be worth it. It will never be worth it. So Diva, I'm gonna be honest, you remind me of too many bad nights in my past, so F, sorry. All right, next is Stanley from Skullgirls. Oh, hello, Mr. Shark. Not the left shark meme, not the left shark meme. My millennial heart is thriving right now, thank you, Louise. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but this must be a Coco Melon video because honestly, Daddy Shark, do. I think you guys understand my type by now. Thick man with thick glasses to match. Just sign the marriage certificate already, damn. Human Shrek now, into Human Shrek you go. All right, next we have Erdnot Rex from Mass Effect. All right, so we have another one that is going to be very reflective of how I feel about me sometimes. On an off day, which has been known to happen, my brain tells me that this is what my forehead looks like. Granted, I am lacking in a category where this man shows to have an abundance of, which is football player neck. That is the neck of a man who is bad at mental math. I know this man hates to see the tip section of a check where it does not show you what 20% is. Do not ask this man to tell you what 20% of $25 is. He will not be able to tell you. So while not my cup of tea, I will say that you are not repulsive enough to be super low tier. So I'll give you a C. All right, next we have the Queen from Windows Solitaire. Everybody's so creative. Oh, the note. Okay, I see. Once again, your viewers don't know real life isn't a video game, but I have found a perfect replacement. You're welcome. Thank you, Luis. Keep my viewers humble. Thank you. Listen, this diva is old money. Generational wealth does not yell. It whispers. And this girl has a lot to say. It's in the details. The fabrics, the accessories, the face that has had many a surgery. This diva could buy and sell you, but she'll never tell you that because you already know. Honestly, all of us could learn a lesson or two from her. I appreciate her confidence. B tier. All right, next is the Big Cube from Just Shapes and B. To Miss Cube's credit, we do have representation of the small bean community from Tumblr. But I will say, Divas, you picked a bad hear me out because this thing is terrified of sex. This cube is asexual and militantly so. Do not let this thing see a Sabrina Carpenter concert. That Twitter review is going to be vicious. The ears also lead me to believe that this is a streamer, which raises other concerns. My first concern being, what game are you streaming, girl? That's gonna change my opinion of you a lot. Like if it's Pokemon, great. Kirby, fantastic. Minecraft, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, my uwu baby cinnamon roll, but I'm still gonna put you in C tier. All right, next we have, oh, be still my heart, Victor from Darkstalkers. Shut the f up, this is not how he fights. Is this how he fights? Okay, so obviously already pretty bottom behavior, but this last image tells me everything I need to know. Like he said, also, side tangent, this is what it feels like to be on Grindr when you're a romance kind of person. It's very much, hey, how's it going? I'm Blake, I'm a Taurus, how are you? So while you do remind me of my failed endeavors at love, I cannot deny the fact that this is the kind of ass that you have to fire because it will never quit. So human Shrek you go, congratulations. All right, next we have Spladoosh from Epic Mickey. I'm conflicted. Listen, Spladoosh specifically, that is really hard to say. Probably not, but a man built like this, I'm not gonna be mad about that. Like on Dream Daddy Simulator, my #1 choice is Brian. And look what we got working with here. So honestly, I would be a hypocrite if I said this was crossing a line. So I think this deserves a happy medium. While I do not think that I would be with him personally, if there was a human built like this, it would be A. So I'm gonna say C. All right, next we have, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Kate Sith from Final Fantasy VII. Hi everybody, I have a controversial yet brave thing to say. This is a cat. 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 Like, yeah, it's a robot. It's a robot. It's a robot cat. Allow me to ask you a very fair question. Do you want the same heat that Shane Dawson got? Did you see what happened from that? Need I remind you the snowball effect that started from that specific accusation? No one left that situation a winner. Not Shane, not the cat, not his viewers, not anybody that works with him, not anybody that ever knew him growing up. No one. Do we want to do this again? So you found it. You found the one. I'm going to kink shame class. I'm so sorry. I'm going to kink shame in front of all of you today. La la la. I cannot kink hear you because I am too busy kink shaming. F tier. Rotted. I'm sorry. Love you. Love the audacity. But F. All right. Next we have Darkrai from Pokemon. Oh, this second image. Oh, Miss Gams. Oh, this third image. Oh, Miss Gams. Look at her admiring her tootsies. Okay, fishnets. Wait, are those Laducas? Is this a theater queen? I kind of love the idea of Darkrai as a theater queen. You know she knows every single word to Funny Girl. You know she does. Like, maybe I'll never be better than Barbara Streisand at it, but you can't say it was for a lack of trying. Honestly, where's the Pokemon version of Les Mis? This diva, as Javert, would eat. Don't worry, beloved viewers. It is not lost on me that just earlier in this video, I complained about musical theater gays. So, I never said I was consistent, but yeah, I'll put my theater queen pretty high up there. B tier. Oh no. This is illegal, you know, man, from Zelda CD-I. Listen, call me a fake fan. I'm not very well versed in this particular Zelda content, but I do know in my heart of hearts that this man gives you the freakiest eyes across the gay bar on a Tuesday at 6 p.m. Like you are just having a good time with your friends, and this man is over here just... Like, respectfully, how can I throw it back if I feel like I'm about to be on the national missing persons list? Keeping it short and simple, F tier. I simply want to dance. Let a boy dance. All right, next. Burning Spice from Cookie Run Kingdom. Oh, the Missing Spice Girl. Okay, work. Oh, note, I'm pretty sure every single high carb thing from this game got nominated, so here's one chosen at random. Listen, people have been requesting Cookie Run Kingdom videos for like ages, and I have horrible news to tell them. And that horrible news is that I'm 31. There's no world where I will ever be well-versed enough in Cookie Run Kingdom to make a video on it. I'm so sorry. And I've heard your defenses. Blake, they're so hot. I'm trying to get a real husband in real life right now, okay? Maybe that first, and then we can discuss this, but until then, priorities, girl, priorities. Now, that being said, were I to be with a Cookie Run Kingdom man, this could be the one. This is a very hot man, both metaphorically and literally. So while not my yum, I can't deny that you are some people's yum, so I will put you in B tier. And our final entry, oh, bringing it on home the way that God intended. Big the Cat from Sonic the Hedgehog series. I've said this before, if you have watched my videos, we have found ourselves a rare entity, a true himbo. Look at those eyes, not a thought behind those eyes. Truly apolitical, and not in the unsettling sense of like when you see it on like Hinge where somebody says they're a moderate and you're like, okay, so you're a Republican. I mean, this man doesn't know what the word politics is. And that, my friends, is sexy. Is this furry bait? Sure, I have eyes, but I also have a heart. And that heart yearns for any form of a himbo. Like, this man's gonna forget to write vows for your wedding day, but you're just gonna be thankful that he showed up to the wedding because he almost forgot the date. So what a way to end this video with a human Shrek tier king. So once again, class, we have another tier list finished. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It was both terrifying and arousing. But of course, class, we cannot finish this without discussing what have we learned in today's video. I think the moral is that love knows no bounds, and that we shouldn't judge people by who we love, but by how we love. And Ghost Energy Drink, you should sponsor me right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. If you do, all your wildest dreams will come true. If your dreams involve watching more of my videos. Yay! Also, I try to stream at least once a week on Twitch, so go follow me there if you want some action between the videos. Also, we have a Discord. Join if you want. It's a cool community and a great way to get involved with the videos. And please go buy my merch. It's been a long time coming, and I'm very proud that it's finally out there. And that about does it. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on slaying, and I'll see you in the next video.